Hello, welcome to Aquarium Thoughts Live. I'm Dave. Good morning, afternoon, or whatever time it is that you're watching this, whether it be live or on a rewatch. Anyways, how's everyone going? Hello, Chevy Fish. Hello, Catfish Terry. Anyone else who has joined me? Let me see here. Have you ever ordered from Pet Zone San Diego? Are they good? Yes, I have ordered from Pet Zone San Diego. However, that is because I was actually down there personally. I did buy my African butterfly fish there when I had those. Those are from that store. I like them. They do quarantine their fish. They do have a quarantine procedure in place there, so that's always good. But I never ordered to have them shipped, because if I ever wanted to go down there, I could go down there and actually buy from them personally, because they're about like an hour and a half from me. So, that hopefully that answers your question. What do you plan on ordering from them if you want to let me know on that? So anyways, this video is basically I want to talk about my temperature controller that I use, which is the Inkbird. This is, of course, one of the extras I have lying around. This is in regards to the temperature probe itself. If you're ever buying one of these, get the cobweb off of this. This has been sitting in my storage shed. This is in regards to the temperature probe. If you are buying one of these, this is the probe to buy, which is the more plastic-sized probe. If you got the stainless steel one, that would work for whenever it decides to go bad on you. My experience is the one with the stainless steel tips. They do get water in there eventually, and they will start showing higher temperatures than what it should be. This is basically this live stream is basically talking about the replacement of these, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see here: rice fish, killies, neons. Do you guys not have neons near you where you're at? I mean, I could see ordering rice fish and killies, or unless if you're just planning on staying in, then I could see where you're at with buying online. I know I did just place the order myself for stuff I could actually get elsewhere, but I just didn't go out and get them. But yeah, I would have no problems ordering from them, knowing that they do a good job down there. Although, like I said, I'm not quite sure on what the how the shipping is. Hello, Bob from Kaler's Aquatic. How you doing? Hey, Bob, just to let you know, your Facebook doppelganger without the picture is still live on Facebook. So I don't know if they're doing anything about that. I reported them as well, but your doppelganger without the picture is still up there. I know a few of the fish fam. I know AC Aqua and a few others do still have friends with that profile. So nothing here. Store's just opening. So yeah, I guess that does describe a lot of reasons why you probably can't get neons. Although rice fish and killies, those could be a little more trickier. Some LFSs do not carry those too. So yeah, sometimes that online is the only way to do it. Okay, yeah, I just want to let you know, Bob, in case you didn't know about that. And that way, if other fish fam members like AC Aqua catch this, that way they know that it's not a legit profile as well. So anyways. But yeah, but onwards to the probe. This is something I learned while making my. I do have a page of Amazon affiliate links going, which is this page right here. This is just a bunch of stuff that I use as well as could recommend. Basically, if you look at this page, the ones that are highlighted green right here, they are stuff that I actually can highly recommend, primarily because I do like them. Like this right here, which is my camera, that I can't really recommend yet because I'm still playing around with it. But this is in regards to the replacement probe. On these Inkbirds, yes, you can actually replace. You can actually, oops. On these probes like this one right here, yes, you can actually replace the probe. One of these I actually did personally. I'm not sure which one it was. It might actually be this one. But when the stainless steel tip goes bad, you can always replace it with one of these, which is what is on this page right here, which is this one. It's the Inkbird Aquarium rubberized probe. And it looks like actually on this one, it is one of those replaceable ones. One of the main reasons why I'm doing this live is because basically my most popular video that I have with 8.3 thousand views is actually on setting this up. And I also have a video on actually replacing the probe on this as well, because I actually did replace one. Very simple, very easy, especially if you know how to crimp and strip wire and attach wires and changing it that way. I did notice that they, thanks, Chevy. If you have any questions on the Inkbird, make sure you can always shoot me over an email at dave@aquariumthoughts.com. You can always shoot me questions on that as well. I do plan on redoing that video on setting this guy up, primarily because it is an old video with poor lighting, poor camera work. So I definitely do plan on doing that eventually. I know there's other probes out there. There's other water temperature controllers out there as well. One thing that people don't like about this is, I guess, the probes go bad, but that was primarily on the stainless steel tip ones. That's primarily the bad part of those ones. Is long before, when people were using these, they had the stainless steel tips, and they aren't really aquarium safe like they said that they were. But I know another YouTuber did that. Dave, let the people that like the fake profile know. I hope that would be taken down already. Yeah, I was hoping that would be taken down as well already. I'm not sure why people do these fake profiles. I don't know what their end game is. But let me see here. You can also catch a video on my channel for actually replacing this. It's pretty simple. Let me go ahead and post the links if no one knows exactly. This link right here is my Inkbird setup video. If you need help setting it up, definitely check that out. But if you have further questions, you can always email me at dave@aquariumthoughts.com. Let me pull up the other one, which is the when I actually replace it. When I replace the probe, fairly simple. Pretty simple. It's just a matter of just buying in it's basically buying and fixing the probe, which you can buy the probe on Amazon. It is available. When I replaced it, it was the old one, which is not it's not the one where you could actually remove the probe and install a new one. Let's see here. And this is this Inkbird. That other one is the fixing video. You would think the metal one would last longer. Who knew? Yeah, that one's more of a crapshoot. I've had metal ones last me for a long time. Although I did have a couple that, I guess what happens is water gets down into the probe and it shorts out the probe. My experience when that happens, it's not that dangerous in terms of keeping the heater on, but it is dangerous in having the heater turn on. What it does, it basically shows the water temperature higher. In my experience, it shows the temperature higher than what it is. Basically, if the water's like 78, it's going to read like 95, 100 degrees when it's in fact not that hot. That definitely scared me a few times when I saw that temperature. It was like, it's 100 degrees. I'm like, what? But no, it's just because the probe went bad. And like I said, you could either buy another one for about $30 or actually buy the replacement, which you can actually find on my page at aquariumthoughts.com/Amazon, which is this page right here. This is the probe right here, which is the Inkbird Aquarium rubberized probe. Let me go ahead and pop that on. Let me remove that. Let me share the others. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and show you the replacement probe, which you actually find on Amazon, or I'm sure you could get it from Inkbird as well. But this is, it's $12 rather than 30 some dollars. And this basically looks like you can actually, it does look like you can actually change out the probe as well. This is compatible. This is compatible with the 306 and the 308. So if you ever do need to replace those probes, it is replaceable. And just watch my video on actually fixing that. Let me go back into my Amazon page right here. This is just a new page that I have set up. As far as your question, Bob, let me change that. Am I liking StreamYard the best? I forget the name of the other platform you tested. The other platform I tested was Restreamer.io. I'm still liking StreamYard better, primarily for a few reasons. The only reason why I like Restreamer.io better is because the quality is better. Instead of doing a 720p stream, which is on StreamYard, which I'm doing right now, Restreamer.io does go up to 1080p for free. That's the only plus that I could find on the Restreamer.io so far. The one thing I don't like about the Restreamer is the fact that I don't like the background. It would be great if I could change it, but they charge you to be able to change it, and yeah, I'm not going to pay for it. Sorry, StreamYard. Sorry, Restreamer.io. I don't have the money for that. That's one of the reasons why I'm trying to actually get some support here by having the affiliate links here on this page, as well as basically other things I try to do, like having the t-shirt shop, which you can find on aquariumthoughts.com as well. Anyways, hello to Petsotic. Welcome to joining the stream here. Let's see here. Yeah. The stainless steel probe, it's not a good probe to use. If you do have it, continue using it until it does actually go bad. Another thing you can actually do with the stainless steel probe is actually coat it with aquarium safe silicone. That is one of the suggestions that Inkbird does put out there. Just coat it with a layer of aquarium safe silicone, and that would help it out as well. I don't know how long that stay. The other thing you could do with that stainless steel probe is don't have it in the aquarium facing down, but facing up. Yeah, that's fake Bob. So if you ever get any suggestions for a friend for Bob, from Bob Kaler's Aquatics, do not friend this guy because it's a fake profile. It does not have a picture. That's one way you could tell. And the info is very limited on that profile as well. So if you are friends with that Bob, unfriend him. Don't friend the Bob without the picture. Like I said, I'm not sure what the end game is to these people on Facebook that post these fake profiles. I've seen a number of my friends on Facebook have fake profiles. My stepmom, she had a fake profile up for a time, as well as my sister-in-law. I really don't know what their end game is, but yeah. And the other thing to keep in mind on these Inkbird water probes is, yes, you can calibrate them. It's just a matter of just matching. There's a couple ways to calibrate them. There is a menu option in here to actually calibrate it. It's a matter of just adjusting the temperature. So if it's like 1 degree off, you can actually adjust it to, it shows 1 degree. It's in one of the menus. I think I touched it on the setup, although I didn't explain how you calibrate it. One way to do it is just using another thermometer and matching it up with that thermometer. That's one way to calibrate the temperatures. The other way to do it, which is probably the best way, is to get, well, yeah, this is one of the ways you can do it, which is better, which is getting a glass, get a glass of ice, fill that up with water, let that sit for about 5 minutes, and that should read 32 degrees Fahrenheit / 0 degrees Celsius. So all you do is then stick the probe into the glass of water with the ice, and the probe, this probe should read 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And then if it's wrong, say if like says 32.3, you can actually adjust it by reducing that calibration by 0.3 Fahrenheit. I got one yesterday and accepted it without looking because I forgot Bob and I were already friends. Yeah, you just make sure you defriend the right one. It's the one without the picture. I'm glad I'm actually getting people here that actually accidentally friended them. That way that they know. It's a good public service announcement to do. Always be careful with your suggested friends. Always make sure you're actually friending the right one. It's an unfortunate side effect of Facebook, and I've mentioned this to Bob. I think it was like a week or two ago. I reported a couple weeks ago. Bob reported a couple weeks ago, and apparently it's still up. So anyways, 17 minutes in, I think I've talked about this Inkbird as much as I can. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments down below. If you're rewatching this, I'll pop them in the chat as well. I could hopefully answer any questions you might have. If I know the answer, I will let you know. But if anyone wants to come up on the stream right now, I will post the link to the StreamYard if you want to come up here and join the stream. I never thought to use ice water as a base temp. Great idea. Yeah, that's actually how you do. When I had chemistry in high school, that's how they actually calibrated thermometers. The other way to do it as well is if you boil water, you can boil water when it's boiling. Stick the thermometer into the boiling water, and it should read 212 Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. That's another way to do it. Although with altitude, your boiling temperature is going to be different. So that's another thing when you're doing it that way. You have to make sure that you're calibrating it properly with the temperature that water boils according to your altitude. There are charts on actually showing you, okay, what water temperature boils at your altitude. Keep that in mind. When researching that, some people even suggest to actually calibrate it by using the ice water method as well as the boiling. I personally would just go with the ice water. Primarily because, when you're using these, it doesn't need to be exactly perfect. If it's off by, personally, if it's off by even a degree, I don't think that's going to make a big difference personally. It's going to be within the range. Typically, so it's going to be within the range of your fish. Yeah, I remember a lot of odd things that we did in chemistry. That's one of the things I do remember doing is checking the thermometers. That's one of the things that they say to actually check the thermometer, make sure it's accurate. Yeah, ice water is definitely more easier. I'm really good at checking them out before I accept them, but I had a lapse. Yeah. It happens. I just remember that I was friends with him before. I'm like thinking like, wait, I thought I thought I already friended Bob Kaler. It's like Bob Kaler, I have all the Fish Fam members, and probably already did friend him. So I double checked. I'm like, oh wait, I'm already friends with him. What? And then the easy one on that one is did have no picture. That's the other crazy thing about this. Some of them actually go so far to actually get a picture up. I know with my stepmom and my step sister, they both had no, my stepmom and my sister-in-law. They actually had pictures, which actually shows them as well, which is one crazy thing that I've noticed. And yeah, ice water is much easier. You don't have to worry about boiling the water and getting it to the point where you think that the temperature is at perfectly. And like I said, I don't think these have to be as accurate as most people want to make them out to be. There's a lot of good reasons why I do like using these. Primarily, I don't trust the temperature controllers on the thermometers themselves. That's one point. It's a fail-safe. If the temperature on the probe decides to get stuck on, this will shut it off. It won't go too hot. I'm not too worried about it going too cold unless it gets too cold. But I think fish are safer in colder waters than they are in boiling water. That's just me. Of course, you can have those fish that are more sensitive. The other reason why I do like this Inkbird, I do have mine set up so when I do actually have the heaters running in my tanks in the winter, I don't have to worry about too much in terms of the summer because the water temperatures are warm enough personally to my likings. One thing I do use is on these Inkbirds, I set it up so the water in the daytime is warmer than it is in the nighttime, primarily to mimic what you're going to see in nature. In nature, during the day, you're going to have warmer waters than nighttime temperatures. And that's another way to actually save electricity on these in terms of the heater, because in the nighttime, you're not running the heaters as much because you're having it at a cooler temperature. Of course, always keep in mind that you do have the temperature set to whatever range your fish can actually withstand. I typically have a difference of like 4 or 5 degrees. So during the daytime, I might have the temperature set at 79 degrees, whereas during the night, I'll have it set at like 75, 74. That's one way I do run my temperature controllers. So anyways, if you haven't yet already, if you're actually catching this on the restream, if you haven't yet, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting the bell. That we get notifications each time I do post new videos. I will have a new video coming out probably tomorrow, which is about my new camera setup that I'm using for my videos. So definitely check that out when that gets posted tomorrow. I will also be checking out, I will be actually trying a few other things like using chapters on not Facebook, chapters on YouTube. Another thing I've learned this week is, hello Alice, welcome to the stream. Another thing I've learned about YouTube is that you can actually set up chapters. So if people want to skip around in your video, like skip past the intro, you can actually set it up so you can skip past the intro or go to a certain point in the video. So I'm going to try that out on my new video, which is about my new camera that I'm going to be using for my new video. When I'm doing videos, I have a new camera set up. I'm going to do it that way. But anyways, this live stream was just about the temperature probe in terms of the new version that's out there. Pretty easy to change, in my opinion, if you know how to strip and connect cables. This, of course, started all because I was setting up this page right here, which is the Amazon affiliate links. This is stuff I use, stuff I can recommend. Of course, you have my camera setup, as well as fish keeping supplies, like the Seachem titles, as well as the lighting, as well as the Inkbirds right here. So definitely, if you want to help support my channel, definitely check out that page, and so forth and so forth. Anyways, this is I've been live for about 30 minutes almost. I really don't have any much more to say. If you want anything to talk about, or if you have any questions, definitely feel free to actually post that in the chat. I am also always available at david@aquariumthoughts.com if you want to email me there. Let's see. I haven't set one of those up for my aquariums, but I have a couple I use with my reptiles. That's another way to use these. Is a lot of people probably in the reptile areas, they use these mostly to actually control. I'm not sure which one you use, Dragon Lair. Excuse me, I need some water. Which ones do you, which brand do you use, Dragon Lair? Because I know there's a bunch of other different temperature controllers out there. If you do keep reptiles and aquariums and you have some of these stainless steel tip ones, that one's probably a good one you can actually throw into your reptile setup and actually use it there rather than in your aquarium. I know there's a bunch of different probes out there. I'm just curious what you use, Dragon Lair. What I might do in the future, I might just decide to give this one away. I haven't decided on that yet or not, if I want to do that yet or not. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a use for it in the future. Right now, this one's not in use. That's why it's turned off. Because right now I'm not using that on any of my aquariums right now. So it makes for a good prop. How's it going today, Alice? Not Gallus. How's it going today, Alice? That I'm not sure, Chevy. It might. But my opinion on that is if people are going to skip through the video, they're going to skip through the video. In some aspects, I'd rather have people being able to skip the portions that they don't want to watch. I think it's going to be more. I think it's going to keep them more engaged in the video, rather than getting bored through the aspects of what's not important. Like if I might actually do this more in my live streams. That way, I can have them skip through the hellos and whatnots. That's going to be boring. It's not going to keep people engaged in the video. They're going to be probably bored eventually on those aspects. Let me go look, Dave. Okay, thanks. Hello, Fishy on Tank Dix. How's it going? Excuse me. I really can't do these streams long because my throat starts getting parched. Good. Thanks. I discovered Twitch. I've known Twitch. I haven't really delved into the Twitch world. I always view that as a platform for gamers or other people who decide to actually post video. Is there any fish fan people actually on Twitch? I could probably set up a channel in there, but I don't think there's a lot of fish stuff on Twitch. But then again, I haven't really looked. I mostly do my research on YouTube. Be lurking. That's what I do once in a while. I do lurking videos and see what people do it. Drink warm tea with honey for your dry throat. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of just talking longer than when I'm used to talking. It might increase watch time. Yeah, it could. See, that's the thing. YouTube has this wonderful algorithm. You're never sure on how that works. As far as watch time, Bob, I that's the one thing I'm unsure of. Do they consider watch time from watching it straight through, or do they count it from if you skip to the end? Do they count it from that point? Hello, Jesse. Hello, Aqua. How's it going? Yeah, you're the one you're the one of the people that I actually want to talk to about Bob Kaler. Bob Kaler has a doppelganger on Facebook. He has there's a fake profile up from Bob Kaler. Let me see. Yeah, so keep that in mind. There's a fake Bob Kaler out there. Definitely check out your friend list, Jesse. There's a fake Bob Kaler with no profile picture. That one's a fake Bob Kaler. It's not the Bob Kaler that we know. So definitely check that out on your list. Let's see here. Mine is the Power B&Q-T7. Yeah, let me actually look that one up. Let's see. Smile. Power. Yeah, there's a lot of different probes out there. B&Q-T7. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's not popping up for me. Let's see here. Look, I am looking on. Yeah, I'm looking on Amazon for that one. I don't see that one. Oh, that is what it is. Yeah, that one I don't see on Amazon, so I'm not quite sure. Let's see here. I'm going to post the link again if anyone wants to jump up on here. And I'm going to post the StreamYard link if anyone wants to come up here and chat about whatever. Yeah, the fake Bob is still up. I don't know what it takes. I don't know what it takes. I don't know what it takes to get Facebook to take those down. It's unfortunate that people want to do these fake profiles. Like I said, I'm not even sure what their end game is. It was a little less expensive than the Inkbird, but it works well for the reptiles. What kind of probe do you have on that? Is it a stainless steel probe, Dragon Lair, or is it one of those more plastically types? Being in a reptile, you might want more of the. You might want to actually have the stainless steel one, but that's my opinion on that. If you're putting it in water, you probably do want one of the plasticized one, which is like this, which is the plasticized. This is the one you want for water. It's nice and sealed. Although if you do use the stainless steel one in the water, it'll work until it goes bad. iPower. iPower. It's still, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm still not seeing it. Yeah, there's a number of different temperature controllers out there. Personally, in terms of that, I'd probably stick to the ones that can be recommended, stuff that you can find YouTube videos on. There's one I've used before. Let me see if I can find that one. I used this one before, which is cheaper. Although the one problem I had with this is the same thing with the steel-tipped ones on the steel-tipped ones on the Inkbird. They go bad pretty quickly. Let me post this one. I did use this one before. However, this one went bad really, really quickly on me. I would not recommend this one in terms of aquarium usage. In terms of aquarium usage, this one went bad on me very, very quickly. So I'm not sure if I could recommend that one. But definitely when you are buying things, definitely do your research. Definitely do your research on what you're using, especially when it's on it's a vital piece of equipment for your aquarium. Something you want to make sure you're using quickly. Don't know if being friended. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not quite. I really don't know what their end game is on this. I don't know if it's just info that they're trying to gather. I'm guessing this they're probably trying to gather information from your posts that you post. That's probably where you're gonna get their info is because you're basically able to see their posts that are more secretive, the ones that you want to post to your friends. Those posts. So if you're posting public information you don't care about, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I'm not sure what the I'm not sure what the end game to those are. Plastic coated. Okay. Yeah, those ones definitely work into the aquariums. Always the plastic coated ones. That's the ones you want to use in your aquarium. Or if you are using the stainless steel tip ones, coat them in aquarium safe silicone. That should work as well. Although if you're coating the probe, definitely you probably have to make sure it's more calibrated, more so, because that might actually change the temperature aspect of things. But with most of these probes, you can actually calibrate. Yeah, 2 years old and still works fine. Yeah, I've had a lot of these Inkbirds as well. I have a lot of these Inkbirds that last years as well. I've actually had the stainless steel tip ones last years in the aquarium as well. Although I did have a couple go bad, so it's a matter of just your luck of the draw on some of those stainless steel ones. Sometimes the water does not get into those probes as easily as other ones. But I have a lot of friends on Facebook that I don't know. Yeah, most of my friends on Facebook personally as well is fish people. I do have a few of my family in there, but most of my friends on Facebook are fish people. That's the only reason why I joined Facebook to begin with, is to get fish stuff, fish information, fish this, fish that, like-minded people. I find that there's too much politics on Facebook. And there's some people I actually end up muting for 30 days, primarily because I'm tired of their political posts, especially these nowadays. So definitely keep that in mind when you're actually on Facebook as well. You've got to research your friends, make sure they're not fake, make sure they're actually real. At least the ones you can. Like if you're already, let's see. They use it to data mine you and everyone that accepts the friend list. Okay, yeah, I'm not sharing what they're using with that information, but I personally, my view on that is if they data mine me, if they're getting information, I don't know. It's all public information. The information that I post online is typically information that's public, anyways. Probably 4,500 or so that I don't know, but if someone wants to make a fake one, I'm leery of that. Yeah, exactly. And if they're being sketchy by creating a fake one, yeah, you probably don't want to be friends with them. They probably don't have good intentions. Whereas if you're friending a person that's talking a lot about fish, posting a lot of fish photos, a lot of fish information. I know I have a few on my friend list. I have Heiko Bayer on my friend list. I have Jim Cumming on my friend list. Basically fish people. That's most. I have Bob Kaler on my fish list. AC Aqua. I might have you, Dragonlair. I'm not sure. I probably do have you. Your picture looks familiar. I probably have you on my friend list too, Dragonlair. I just have mainly the fish-friendly people on there. That's my mainly usage of Facebook. But yeah, anyways, I'm probably going to end this stream shortly. Primarily, I think all the information about the Inkbirds out there, all the information about fake Bobs out there, as well as the fake Facebook posts. Yeah, I wonder how many friends I have. Okay, thanks, Dragonlair. Thanks for joining the stream. Working for 4 hours. Thanks for the info, Dave. Thanks. I'm happy to put that information out there, as well as all the information I do like to post on YouTube. Like my most popular fish YouTube video is on the Inkbird with 8.3 thousand. No, yeah, 8.3 thousand views. This is my post, which is the setup on this. I do have one video that actually has more views, which is my SeaWorld Shamu show video, which is the first video on my list. Though that was posted all the way back in oh boy, that was like 2008, 2009, and that is 10,000 as compared to this one, which is 8.3 thousand, which is this video has been up a lot less time than the other one. I remember when the fake candy messaged me and asked for financial help. Yeah, that's the other thing you do have to keep in mind. They're probably gonna ask for help. That's a common scam. Sometimes you get emails from fake people as well. They sometimes it's even from emails that you recognize. They're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm stuck in Europe. My wallet got stolen, and I need money." And it's like, wait, I just talked to you yesterday in San Diego. Like, what? You're in Europe already? I'm like, what? You didn't have any plans for that. But yeah, always be careful of that. If anyone you might know is asking for money online, always double check by talking to them personally, being on the phone or in live chat. Always be sure on that you're talking to the right person. That's one of the scams that is out there, is basically asking for financial help, and they say, "Oh yeah, just Western Union me the money, or MoneyGram me the money, or PayPal me the money." Always be skeptical of things that are asking for money from you. Yeah, you might want to lend them the financial help, but sometimes it's always good to double check to make sure that the people asking for the financial help are actually the right people. Don't want to send money to the fake people. They're actually just doing this for the money. I know a lot of us want to be helpful in terms of sending money. Yeah, Heiko is a great Facebook friend. He has a lot of information on fish, a lot of fish pictures. I'm going to have to look into this Andrew Rao, though. I don't think I friended him. But yeah, Heiko is one of my Facebook friends. Jim Cumming is another one of my Facebook friends. Bob's best performing video is product review I did on box filters. Yeah, it's definitely surprising on what your best performing video it can be. This is mine setting this up. That's my most popular one. Although if you look at it, let me see if I still have the link. If you look at it, it's the most, the lighting on that is terrible. The thumbnail on that one is terrible. Everything about the video is terrible, except for the information. The information I think on that is really top notch for me. I like the way that I think I like the way that I present that video. It's just the lighting, the thumbnail. I need to change the thumbnail maybe to perform even better. But that's one of those things. It's performing so well. I'm not sure if I want to actually change that because people are actually seeing it. They're clicking on it. So I'm like, it's like, do I want to change it? Do I want to change the thumbnail on that when it's actually performing? I probably get about 50 hits on that video alone. So I'm not quite sure if I want to change anything on that. Like I said, I might actually redo that video with my better camera, redo it, present it a little bit better, and go from there. I've been outbid. Let's see here. Okay. Andrew is really nice and likes to chat. Okay. Anyways, I think that is going to be it for this video. Anyways, if you haven't yet already, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you catch all my new videos. If you like this live stream, make sure you do hit that like button, especially before you leave. If you're rewatching, make sure you hit that as well. Chewy suggested that to me. Yeah, some of these people actually friend are in terms of. Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm still here. I'm just closing it out. But Chewy, I don't know if he's Facebook friends with me yet. But anyways, I'm exiting the stream. I'm about to end it. So, anyways, I will definitely have to check out Andrew Rell. Just see if I'm friends with him. I might actually be friends with him already. I see suggested friends and I click on them. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Keep researching and keep learning and have a great day. Thank you.